So who's everybody's rifle percentage?
So let's see. It is October 11, 2015. We're playing Call of Cthulhu, Terror of Tokyo 1.5, Obake Shima Incident II. Return to Obake Shima. I'm not getting everybody in the camera, but that's okay. We'll get what we can. We'll deal with it.
You don't have my ugly logo.
So, here's the deal. Like I said, everybody, I'll need you when I speak to pay attention to me. Everybody can. Woman, running crazy here. Who you got? Here. We need to try to get the table chatter down. If you're not in the scene and you have a phone and you want to look at it, you have a book you want to read, that's fine. If you're involved in something that's going on the table, please pay attention. The other thing is the role playing is going to be, you can do as much role playing as you want. I would suggest not doing too much. You have 4 hours to try to investigate what's going on and try to stop it. That's essentially what Call of Cthulhu comes down to. It's about finding out what's going on and then fixing it. In this case, you have been or possibly died or raped. In this case, your squad of 11 privates and superior privates, a corporal, sergeant, and a lieutenant are meeting on April 19th, 1942. Just yesterday, several Japanese cities were bombed out of the blue by Doolittle's raiders, by American light bombers, which dropped several bombs according to the propaganda that's being pumped out by the Japanese war machine. They mostly attacked churches, homes, schools, not industrial sites or anything like that. It was a terror attack. Most of the Japanese Navy is out right now in search of the carriers that the bombers must have launched from. They came from the east, and then they flew off south, but other spotters have spotted them heading west. It's assumed that they're heading for China, and that they have landing spots there. So another good portion of the army is searching China, combing it, looking for the bombers, looking for the landing spots. Your little group has been pulled from various squads and army divisions and groups around the Tokyo area. You are kind of like the dregs. You're the guys who they grabbed you from a squad and they said, okay, you're in this squad now because we need some people to go check this thing out. And so you're meeting at 5 a.m. Japan's been at war with China since 1937. The War with America started just this past December, in December 1941. The glorious attack on Pearl Harbor. Unfortunately, the Americans have now struck back, surprisingly, because they're lazy, stupid idiots. And unlike the Chinese machine, or the Japanese machine, which is the most efficient war machine in the world. I need you to pass this down to Richard Pisana, please. What are your orders, Lieutenant? They come with a list of the men in your squad. You're to meet at Atsugi Air Base at 5 a.m. As are all of you. I've got 3 extra guys here who will be part of your squad. And real quick, let's go around and everybody can introduce your character, give your character's name and your first name, last name, however much you want to give, and tell us what you look like, basically, since none of you really know each other yet. So what's your character? Who are you playing? Ashton? No, you're going first. We're going to go left to right.
I'm Corporal Fukunaka Akihiro.
Okay.
I'm once a veterinarian. I look like a pretty chill dude.
Okay. He's also carrying he's carrying a Model 96 light machine gun. So he's your machine gunner. Okay. Next up, what's your name?
I'm playing Private Takahashi Fujio.
Okay.
I'm described as tall and ruggedly good looking and often scowling.
Often scowling. Okay. What's your real name first?
I'm Luke.
Luke? Okay, who are you playing?
I am playing Miyata Masayuki. I am about 5'4". According to my description, I'm amazingly good looking.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm charismatic and apparently I'm very good with a rifle.
Okay.
My name is Walker. I play Private Soma Sadaharu. I'm very short and 5 flat, but I'm very strong and very serious based.
Okay. Some of them have heights on them, some don't necessarily. What's your name?
I'm Danny. I have Private Omori Kaori. I'm 17, so I'm pretty sure I'm the youngest in the squad, but
Yeah, go ahead, sorry.
I look like I'm in my 30s. I'm very aged because my parents died when I was 14. I had factory worker to take care of my younger siblings. I have a house and that's about it, and I can speak English if that ends up being useful.
Mike?
My name's Mike. I'm playing Nobuchi Narakira. Stands just over 6 feet tall, very large. I've always been very wiry. I've always been pigeonholed as being a big goat, but I don't like it.
What's your intelligence?
Richard?
Alright, I'm Richard. I'm playing as Saito Masayuki. I'm lieutenant. I am tall, about 5'8", slim. I wear glasses for my nearsightedness and a mustache because it makes me look dignified. I know the limits of my If I read that entire
Anything that you want to share with them? Probably not.
Okay.
Just mainly how you look. Kit?
Okay.
I'm Kid. I'm playing Sergeant Guy. I am apparently 5'8" and solid as well. I am very ugly, but my face is not what drives my men, apparently, as far as military goes. I am relatively hard, and I don't want to enter the war because I have already been a part of the war.
Yes. How old is your character? It should be
27.
27. Probably one of the oldest people actually in the squad, except for maybe Lieutenant. Yeah, the Lieutenant. Are you older too?
Actually, it says mine is the oldest private squad.
Oh, okay. How old is your character? Upper left-hand side should be under 32. Wow. Okay. Yeah. They conscripted people from age 17 to age like 40 during the war, and it was pretty random. Can you describe your character for us? Wait, what's your name?
Well, I am Lily. I am playing from Raid. I am apparently really ugly and nearsighted. So I'm 5'10" and very skinny.
Glasses. Do you have glasses too? Then?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're the other old glasses. Okay. And Caitlin, who are you playing?
I am playing Makuda Ishiro. And apparently I'm very tall and lanky, about over 6 feet, which is rare. And I'm one of the youngest in the squad.
Okay. And so these guys are NPCs.
That's tall people.
Harry. Hey, were you interested in playing?
No, I think I'm
Okay.
Bro, you even missed.
There he is. Okay, so all of you meet. You're kitted out. All of you meet. You're kitted out at the airfield at 5 a.m. The lieutenant arrives. They are still loading up. The Kawasaki is a Kawasaki KI-56 Japanese transport. There's a crew of 3 on this one. It can hold up to a crew of 4, and it can hold 14 passengers. So there's plenty of room. They're also loading up food. There are crates that are marked for food. There are crates marked with other various supplies and that kind of thing. And they're just finishing loading as you privates are waiting to get on board, and the lieutenant arrives. Anything you want to say to your men before you board them up?
Okay, so our mission, we are to deploy our Emperor to lead the garrison at Obake Shima. Unfortunately, we have lost communications with the outpost. This is a risky one. We have to make sure everything is okay. We invite the main council, build him out.
Obake Shima means forbidden isle, or haunted isle or ghost isle. So keep that in mind too. You load up, the plane takes off. After about 2 hours of flight, you start hearing stuff hitting the aircraft. A pattering noise. You realize it is raining, and it starts to rain fairly hard. The second 2 hours of flight are through the rain before one of the 2 pilots beckons to you, Lieutenant. He says, Lieutenant, we can see the island ahead. He's got a very deep voice. Any orders on approach?
Just remember to hail them and let them know welcome.
We've tried the radio. There's no response.
Well, just take us down
Hey. Okay. You guys start losing altitude, and after only maybe less than 5 minutes later, You can start seeing stuff on either side of you, and then the plane bumps down. Boom, boom, boom. Let me go ahead and give this pilot a quick check, see how well he lands, you guys. He does fine. Landing very smoothly. Well, he could have flubbed it up. There's a whole new game. Lands very smoothly. The co-pilot leans back and actually salutes you, like very curtly. Says, "Sir, there's a body on the field. We passed over it. Sir!" And then he leans back to deal with what he's dealing with. It sounds American because this is also English.
Oh.
So keep that in mind. You can do accents, but you do not have to. And if you want to do an anime type of voice, you can. So either way, or just your own voice, whatever you're most comfortable with. Okay, so you've landed. What are y'all doing?
Okay, we're going to exit the plane 2 swaps. Find out about whatever body we may have just hit.
Sir!
Your accent's
We didn't hit it, sir. That's the co-pilot.
More understandable and easier.
That's your co-pilot again. Sir! We didn't hit it, sir. Sir. And then he goes back to what he's doing.
You're sounding a bit sarcastic there.
He seems very polite.
Shrug it off.
Okay. Oh, you said that to the co-pilot?
Yeah.
Okay.
Disperse.
What are the squads, sir?
Yeah, you want to,
2
like...
squads. All right. Sergeant,
Yeah, I have a few minutes.
pick half and go.
Oh, he's got a list you could share that list, or you could.
Okay.
You've had 4 hours of flight time, guys. The sergeant, I'm assuming, you could have gotten to know these
Can
guys.
you just run off the names of who's on here because we have a list of everybody?
Right. Okay, here, why don't you mark the ones who aren't on there?
Yes.
Okay.
The ones not on there are Inoa Ciario. He is the superior private. He is there, but I'll be running him as an NPC. Private Hara Miki is an NPC. He's in this. You want the lower group of names.
Lower group.
Yeah, lower group is the relief garrison. That's you guys. The upper group is who's supposed to be on the island right now.
Supposed to be on the island right now.
Correct.
So you said Omori, Kaori?
Inoa Ciario, superior private Inoa Ciario.
Okay.
Private Hara Miki, and Private Masayuki Jiro. And as it's Japanese, your the first name that is listed is actually your surname, and the second name is actually your given name. That's why they're in the order that they're in.
Okay.
And then everybody else is all the rest are player characters. Do you want to know who's who, Kit, or does it matter?
Yeah, we have the cards.
Okay. Now, actually, you can just take him in if you want. Let him be like, Sergeant! No, you do whatever you want. You're a sergeant, man.
That's fine. Alright, group 1 is Corporal Fukunaka. I can have that as well. Sweet. Fukunaka, Mukata, Noguchi, and Soma. Number 2 will be led by the superior private Inokuma, with Mukata, Noguchi, and Soma.
And don't forget about your NPCs, too.
And I'm not in the group.
Because those guys are still there.
Yeah.
Just the pilots.
No. These 3. You have 3 more in the squad. Who I'm just running as, they'll probably die pretty quick, so.
Okay. Well, then they'll come with me.
Okay, so
We'll make it easier because I'll
good question.
start kind of thing.
Okay, so who's with who?
I need to see what do we have for runway.
Yeah, he placed him in 2.
Yeah, I literally made 2 groups.
Okay. He put him in twice.
I shouldn't have.
I think
Soma is in 1. Takahashi is in 2. Omori is in 2. Noguchi is in 1. Miyata is in 2. Makuta is in 1.
Okay, just split up half and half.
Yes, and then we're putting Corporal in charge of number 1 for the fan out and superior private.
First action of ROG is let the party.
And the NPCs would be you?
Yes, for the most part, we're going to be checking on. It just makes it easier so they don't have to play.
There's some confusion. You guys have not seen one. I don't think any of you have actually seen any combat except for the sergeant. So there's a little confusion. People are like, You disembark from the aircraft. It's pouring rain. It lowers your visibility a bit, but you can see that there are several buildings around you. You guys have landed here at the end of the runway. The body that was spotted is actually on the runway, back a ways. where this X is. So there's a body here on the runway. You guys landed this way. The wind's coming from the west. The plane is in this area. There's a hangar. Boom. To your north, there's a tower. A large tower. It's held up by 4 stilts. 4 legs. It's stilted. It's about 20, 30 feet high. This is a small tin-covered room, or completely covered with tin. This is a larger building. It looks like it's up off the ground. Another larger building looks like it's up off the ground. This is a small building that's partially stone. Lower part is stone, the upper part is just open, and it has like a tin roof and appears to have some kind of a large giant tank on top of some kind. These are 2 more buildings that are up off the ground, and you can't really make out what these small buildings. These are small buildings. They're most likely latrines or something like that.
Alright, so what we're going to do is make 2 defensive lines.
Okay.
On each side with Fukunaka on the left, spreading out to the left. It's kind of walking down, not so much like towards the direction, but kind of on the sides of it. Group 2 will be doing the same thing on the opposite side, and I will have the 3 NPCs in front of me as we do a board on down to the body.
To the what?
To the body.
Okay, so the body's behind the plane. You have to go back that way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, so which side? Are you saying north and south is where you've got the cordons?
If this is the thing and he is here, we've got this way and this way,
right,
off the runway, and I'm coming up the middle. Yeah.
Okay, got it. Okay, so group 1 is north or south? Okay. Group 1 is north, group 2 is south, and you're walking down the runway, guns in hand.
Correct, guns at low ready.
Yep.
And I'm changing up the history for a little bit, guns are low ready, we're not going to be able to shoot each other.
That's fine, they follow your lead, they follow orders.
Okay. Is Omori in group 2, yeah? Kaori?
Yeah, you've got one of the superior privates. So, yes. Yeah, you've got,
how heavy is the rain? Like, is it severe?
It's pouring fairly good. It's like a good rainstorm. You're not hearing any thunder or lightning, but it's good rain coming down, splattering on the dirt that's around the tarmac.
So it may not be imminent to get the plane in just yet.
No. It's not like a hailstorm. It's not terrible. It is April.
A hurricane's not going to blow our plane up.
No. It's not that. You don't have much wind either. It's coming pretty straight down.
Do you want to brief them on what's going on before we get there, or not?
Did you show him the letter?
I haven't finished reading the letter.
That's fine.
That's
That's
fine.
I just showed you on the
You had 4 hours on the plane. You could have showed him. Yeah.
Okay. I will.
Okay. Yes.
I'll read it when I have
There is a corpse on the tarmac. He's riddled with large caliber bullets. You also see a lot of large caliber holes in the tarmac. He's a Japanese soldier.
Large caliber what weapons are useful at that time? They have 50 caliber.
Yes, 50 cals they had.
Primarily.
But that would be heavy machine guns or on an aircraft or on an airship.
Correct.
And you guys are not anywhere near the shore right here.
I'm trying to get what you was exactly.
1942. April 19th, 1942. So yeah, he's definitely dead. He's torn up.
Let's quickly check to see if there's any radio communications letters and or
he does have
extra ammunition.
He has identification tags.
Let's take his dog tags.
He's got identification tags. The identification tags list him as Private Hirasi Nayasuke. Hirasi Nayasuke.
Okay, we're gonna take his tags and we're gonna drag him off to the side of the runway.
Yep, the private's grabbing his orders.
Is there any type of ammunition or notes or anything else on him?
No, he doesn't have a gun. No. He doesn't have any bullets in any of his pouches. He's otherwise fairly well kitted out. The helmet has fallen off his head. It's laying on the tarmac. And he doesn't appear, he doesn't stink. It doesn't look like he's been dead for terribly long.
Alright, well first off, I want to get the engines off on the plane because I don't want the noise.
Okay.
Somebody's coming around. I also want to see if we have well set up a defensive perimeter in the closest, biggest building that would fit us.
That's the biggest, closest building. It's open on both ends, though.
It's open?
Yes.
Is there a sliding door?
These, I don't see any.
tower,
That'll be easily.
small building on the ground, 2 buildings up off the ground, 2 smaller buildings up off the ground.
Let's go. Let's close this. All right, we're gonna bring our party into if arms have to be leading. We're going to everybody.
You're leading one of the squad.
Go ahead. What are you doing? Just tell me what you're doing, and he can decide if he's gonna.
I want the squads to go. We want to check out the hangar. We need to find something to cover up the plane to make sure nothing can see us from the air. Just like some type of camouflage tarp, just throw it over it. So
Yeah, you can put the plane will fit in the hangar.
okay, then
You want to just have the plane go
I'm
in the hangar?
presuming in character you suggest.
yes. Well, that's what I want to do because you gave me lead to go do what I want. That's what I want to do next.
Okay, so you're going back.
I want to go over and take. Okay, I want to take the same group that we had after we got the dead person off the runway,
Right.
and out of the way because we can't have the runway in case we need to get out. And let's go check out the runway.
How good is visibility?
Not good. You can see pretty far, but the rain is making it harder.
Okay,
And it is daylight.
So would sniper be valuable at all, or is this like
Oh yeah, you could set a sniper up in the tower, and the rifles have a good range. You
do I know all the
scope or anything.
backgrounds? Like, have I received a dossier of their stuff? Okay.
No, you don't know who's a good shot, who's not.
Okay. Alright, so I'm group 1.
You're heading down the tarmac. You're checking it out with your 3 men. Yeah, he's with the NPCs right now, and they're walking down the tarmac.
Alright, squad 1.
Squad. Who remembers what squad? Yeah.
You should have voted down in your cabbage.
Alright. Who's Mikado?
Mikado, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Makuda?
Yes, sorry.
Makuda.
Okay. You take you.
Japanese names.
You and Noguchi, I want you up in the tower.
Gucci's Mike, okay.
Soma? Where are we on the map? Sorry.
We are on the runway.
You guys are right here. There's a group on either side of the aircraft, and then Kit and his 3 men are walking down the runway, examining the runway. Was that what you were doing?
Well, no, we were all going to head back. We just wanted.
head back. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
we just wanted to go check the body,
Yeah,
see
body's
what
on.
was around there, move it off, and then go secure an actual defensive position in
Okay.
case we needed it.
So
Runway.
the sergeant's coming back right now. He'll be back momentarily.
So number 1 is the hangar.
Yeah, hangar.
What's
Hangar
the-
tower. This is a small building, some kind of a workshop or shed. These are larger buildings that are actually up off the ground, and these are smaller buildings actually up off the ground. Everybody can make me a spot hidden. Yeah, everybody can make me a spot hidden. Now, spot hidden is on your character sheet under skills. You want to grab your percentile dice. There's no thing for it. That's going to give you a number between 1 and 100. Read them just like a. Okay, you're busy listening to Lieutenant.
And then do we add the percentage that our skills?
No, you want to roll under that percentage in order to succeed.
Do you have?
That is actually the percentage chance of success. You have some
35.
Dice.
I know.
Sorry, I should have given those out before. That's my fault.
What happens if you roll your percentage?
That is success.
Okay.
That number or less is success. Correct.
I need to roll mine.
Yeah, once everybody's rolled, I'll ask for a show of hands of who made it.
Maybe roll above or below.
You want to roll below or equal to the number?
No, you just roll D10. No, you roll D10.
Yeah.
D10 is a 1 digit.
Yeah, it's not like 45.
So I have a spot there.
Oh, okay.
You did. You're busy giving orders. That's why you didn't notice. It should be 2 10-sided dice. Well, there's some weird dice in there.
You're Soma.
So, how do we designate, like, I don't have an actual...
Then just decide. Pick one aside, say it, and keep it for the rest of the game. What side? Orange side.
You want to roll below your?
Yeah.
Equal to or below, right?
I got a 23. Where's it? What's the
In the skills in the center, and they all should be in alphabetical order.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so who made their spot hidden checks? Just raise your hands. Those people who made it, see someone come running from over here by this building towards you. He appears to be in ragged civilian clothing. He appears to be Japanese, and he is yelling at the top of his lungs. What the hell is
perimeter
he?
around the plane.
He's outside of that defensive perimeter at this moment. He's running towards it.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying set up one around the plane. Get ready to move.
Please, he said. Wait, no, where the hell is this? Oh, he has to save me! Take me away from here! Save me! He's got his hands in the air, and he's just like waving them frantically as he's running towards you.
I have my gun raised, right?
You can. What do y'all do? How do you react?
Which group is he running towards?
He's running towards the plane.
Oh,
From you guys have two groups. B group, group 1, group 2 is kind of here defensively. You've almost reached the plane again. And he's running from this direction towards the plane. Hands are up.
Generic perimeter defense.
shaking.
Down, around, hands above head. Do not approach.
Okay, so you're screaming out back at him.
Yeah,
to stop. Okay.
Pretty much stop with your hands above your head.
Sergeant
Fingers
yelling.
spread out.
What else is anybody else doing? You're
I
doing
have my rifle raised.
Rifles raised.
I assume we all.
Once he starts yelling at him, you guys can see
yeah,
him. Those who did see him initially can have guns up and ready to go.
I yelled defensive perimeter around the plane. So hopefully they're at least
Have my rifle.
Okay.
around the plane.
Yeah, you see them then get to some of them quickly, others take more time to
That's
get in
that's
get their guns
perfectly
up.
fine as long as
These
they're
two
there.
are last. No, I'm just kidding.
Perimeter ready.
Okay.
It all depends on how
Guns are up. He stops. As soon as all the guns raise and you start yelling at him, he stops. And he's like, wait, no,
I'm
no.
gonna take one person, whoever's closest with me, off to do generic search procedures and make sure he's not harmed or anything.
Yeah.
Pick someone big.
Yeah, just pick somebody. Whoever's closest to be whoever you want to be closest.
Yeah, whoever's closest to do that. Mike's going with me.
Okay,
Sweet
Mike.
Let's go do generic generic
What's his
search
name?
down.
What's your character's name, Mike?
Narisaka. Narikita.
Okay.
Narikita. Noguchi Narikita.
Interlock your fingers, put your hands behind your head.
Remember, it's World War II, so it's not as quite as standard. He does. He follows whatever you tell him to. He follows it. No, please. He gets down on his knees.
We're gonna go down and say, where's your identification?
Okay. What were you saying?
Okay.
Right, but as soon as you were making the assignment, is when this guy came running in. It interrupted what you were planning.
So where's your identification, pretty much?
I do not have any identification with me. It's pointing towards like these two buildings down here.
We're pretty much going to say, I apologize, but we're going to cuff you for now until we get some identification.
You don't have any cuffs.
Rope, whatever.
Well, yeah, there's some on the plane. There's some on the plane.
At the moment, we're going to just have him put his hands behind his back, and you just grab a couple fingers, and the other person is off to the side.
He's very young.
I'm going to ask him his name.
If you want to hand that around. He says, I am Shiko Masamichi. I'm a student at Tokyo University. I'm not a soldier, please.
So he chose this.
The name checks out. Does he act well?
He looks young. His clothes are wrecked.
I know you put the name on here. Are we assuming that this may or may not be him still?
You can assume whatever you want.
Okay, I'm still gonna.
That's the name of the person's. The name that he gave is what I put on there.
Okay.
So
May or may not actually be his name.
That is perfectly fine. Just when you quarantine in your house, once you clear the hangar, this whole thing.
Soma.
he seems really like he's freaking out. We have to leave. We have to leave this place. Please, we have to leave. And he just keeps like jabbering on.
I think you missed that.
I did. What happened?
I said, Soma, you're in charge of command. He escapes
Soma.
his fortress.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it went in the Japanese army in World War II.
So if anyone else would like to see Don's picture.
Please, we have to go. We should leave.
Why?
He's not literally tied, but he's not like looking arrested, but he looks really terrified. He looks frightened, very scared.
Assuming he looks a lot more haggard than
I'm gonna let.
Very much more haggard than that. That's like a good day. That's just probably several days ago.
Pretty much. That's why
I'm
I
guessing
want.
this would be when you told me about I want to secure it.
Yeah, I want to secure the
And
hangar.
I would give you okay for that. And
Okay.
tell you to take squad.
Alright, I'm gonna take squad 2 and we're gonna flush out and secure at least
Would you like us to continue to
the hangar for the moment.
Okay. So squad 2 is Inokuma, Makuda, Omori, and Takahashi. Is that correct?
Correct.
Makuda.
Okay.
Makuda and I are at our going to the tower.
So we're gonna scrap that. Squad 1's gonna stay with him at that, like wherever he is right now, and squad 2 we're gonna go in. So
No, I didn't change order to squad 1. I just changed order to him because he was the third person in squad 1. Those two still have horses in the tower. I just gave them to squad 2 to do what
He is in command, so.
to secure. I'm going to talk to the plane.
Talk to the plane.
They're still in the aircraft. You can see the pilot and co-pilot. The radio operator's in the door in the back. He's kind of standing there waiting.
I'll pretty much take everyone still in squad 1 and
Okay.
7.
Okay, and you two are heading for the tower then, correct? Okay, so we're going to start with you. You're talking to the crew of the aircraft. What do you want to say to them?
I'm going to, assuming you told me about the body.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to tell them about how the body was in the shape of and tell them to be on their guard.
They're armed with pistols. Yes.
Okay, so I'll tell them to make ready, and I'm going to tell them to maintain the position, and then at first opportunity we can plane into the hangar.
The engines are still running on the plane right now. They're waiting for orders to shut it down.
I thought we already ordered those to be cut.
No, he talked about it, but it was never ordered.
Yeah.
They were ready to turn the plane around and just go if there was a bunch of Americans.
It's him though. He's the one who has to call the orders on the plane. I don't have.
So right now the engines are going, and they're ready to turn the plane around and book if need be. So, you have any orders to that effect?
Well, given the Japanese mentality of retreat is like betrayal to the emperor, I'm going to just tell them to turn the engine off.
They do.
Don't you want to park the...
You're not there. You're not there.
There.
You've taken your squad to secure the hangar. We'll do hangar squad next. The hangar is a large metal hangar. It's open at both ends. It looks like it's old. There's some rust on it. It does not appear to be in really great shape. There apparently is no electricity. You guys can see that there are some lines that are strung between some of the buildings. There's not one to this. The interior's got a lot of dirt, dust, spider webs. There is also several empty fuel drums right on one side that say aviation fuel in Japanese on them. There's a fuel pump leaning against the wall. It's about yay tall. You stick it in the top of the drum. It's got a hose on one end, and then you literally just crank and it'll fuel planes. All of you guys will know this plane will not be fueling up before it can get all the way back to Tokyo if need be.
Okay.
Just FYI. There are tools scattered about. Looks like they were recently used. There is a picture. There is some writing on the wall. Does anybody? Who else going? It's squad 1.
It is squad 1 minus him.
Okay.
So
Throw me names again, real quick.
Fukunaka, Makuda, and yeah, you said squad 2 first.
Yeah, you have squad 2.
Then you said squad 1.
Yeah.
It keeps seeing change.
Whatever. Hey, squad, I don't care. Everyone keeps throwing extra information after I try to do something.
Pick some names.
Everyone except
All right.
these three here.
Yeah, I can't.
Okay, so everybody except for these three.
So no squads.
So boom, 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 boom. Is that correct?
Sure, why not?
So
It'll clear the hangar quicker.
yeah, it will. Does anybody in this group who just went in the hangar speak English?
Yes.
Okay, I need you to make an English roll. You want to roll that percentage or less in English? Does anybody else speak English? It appears to be spray painted on the side of the wall.
No, I don't.
The first word, you have no idea what it is. It's a long word. But the other two words are was here.
Alright, I'm going to tell you, I can't understand the first word, but the rest is was here.
Did you hear that, Sarge?
No.
So, I can't understand the first word, but the other words, there are 3 words. First one I don't know, second was, third was here. Something was here, someone was here.
Okay. Other than that, it looks like it's empty. You do smell, obviously, aviation
So you
fuel.
heard it, you didn't see it.
I read the spray
No,
paint.
somebody spray painted on the wall in English. There's aviation fuel smell. You also can smell, you got that residual smell like there was an engine running in here at some point recently. Like burning gas.
apologize.
Do you have English?
I was trying to look for it, like the whole. That's why I didn't hear what he said.
Own
Yeah.
language. Yeah, go ahead. No
Wait,
problem.
own language?
Own language.
23,
No,
that's
sorry.
under
Other
60.
language. It says Quackenbush was here. You don't know what the hell a Quackenbush is, but that's what it says. Maybe it's a name. Maybe it's profanity. You never heard of it before. Yeah, Quackenbush was here.
How do you spell it?
Q-U-A-C-K, just like quack.
Okay.
E-N-B-U-S-H. And there's a spray paint bottle that's laying on the ground next to it, like with Japanese markers, it's a Japanese. The tools are also seen kind of out of place. They're really clean. The rest of the hangar looks pretty much abandoned.
So it looks like someone might have been working here recently.
Yes, yeah. The tools are all scattered around.
Are there any offices or anything else in the hangar? Or is it just wide open?
It's wide open on either end. It looks like it's just used for shelter for an aircraft, and your craft would fit in here. Small transports are
Okay,
other crafts.
what we're going to do is we're going to leave half the group in here. It doesn't matter which half. I'm not worried.
Okay, so
you need
group
to group one.
So we know what
Group
we're
one.
Just point at a couple.
Yeah, point out people because group
Well,
A
it's because I made it to where you had one corporal or one superior private in charge of the privates. So that way I can
that's
balance
true.
and I can leave someone in
Well,
charge.
Here's your corporal, here's your superior private.
Okay, then
And then the other superior private is an NPC. So if you keep that in mind.
Take the squad I assigned to you, and you're staying here, and the rest we're going to go out and we're going to go let them know what's going on.
one is stay.
One is stay. Ichiban.
Yes.
One.
That's just each.
Okay.
Ichiban is number one, like fast.
Number one.
Anyway. Anyhow. So who is staying in the hangar then?
Group one.
Boom, boom.
Wait, I was just saying group one. I'm part of group two.
Oh, you're part of group two. So corporal.
I'm group 1.
Okay,
Yeah,
you're
you're in
group
charge
one.
of group
You are
one.
all group
Okay.
one. You're all in group
Group
1. No, that can't be right. Ashton is group 1. Ihara. Boom, that's one of my NPCs. He's with you. You've also got Miyata. Who's Miyata?
I am Miyata.
So you're in group 1.
I'm in group two, so you told me.
Oh. Okay, wait a minute.
Well, I was
Oh, that's like this.
you can put me in group one all you
Yeah.
want. Yeah, just tell me where I should be. I'm sure. Yeah.
Miyata's group 2 down here.
Is it group 2? Okay. Makuta then.
Makuta is 1.
So can we just pass that around so that we can all know?
Soma's in
what
1.
group
Yeah.
you're
So there's 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 on that group.
Pretty much, yes.
Okay, so that's where I was getting screwed up.
And then just at the top, it literally goes between the two players from the corporal and the superior 1, 2. That's all it is.
Are you
I made it really simple.
What about the
Okay.
So she group 2. She's the other.
She's the leader of group 2.
Okay. And then you have one of the superior private.
Luke's
Gotcha.
leader of group 1.
So you have Makuta, Naguchi, Sayuki, and Takahashi. That's who's in your group right now. And I've got Sayuki here, and Akihiro, and yeah. Did we hear that?
So if there's not enough room for the plane is there enough room for the plane to be put in?
Yes.
As it is right now without them touching anything?
Right, yeah.
Okay.
Everything is up to the sides. There's nothing in the middle. It's almost like a plane was here recently.
Interesting.
And it even smells. You get that used gasoline smell, like an engine was running in here for a while. You got that kind of, the aftertaste smell. You got that going too. Okay.
I'm gonna go back and report to them.
Okay. Those people who are still on the tarmac, who are group 2, I believe.
No, we all went in, but I think you're taking group two.
Oh, that's right. You're
back up to
taking
the
your group back out. Okay. So left on the tarmac, you two were heading up for the tower, and the lieutenant was still on the tarmac because you just came out of the plane, right? And him with the prisoner. You two guys, I'd like you to make a spot hidden. You two guys I'm going to deal with now. You're heading up into this tower. What you've got is, it's a squat tower. It's about 25 foot tall. Okay? Connected is a radio antenna that goes up another 15 feet with big grid structure above it for a big radio. It looks like there's a landing that goes all the way around a small enclosed building, but right now all of the windows, what you got for windows usually on these are basically flaps that can come up and then be held up, and they're all open right now. You're not seeing any light up there, and there is a set of stairs that goes up around the side of the tower to the center of the platform, and it looks like there's a small ladder that goes up at the very end. How do you two want to approach this as the rest of the group is heading into the hangar?
Do you have a flashlight or anything?
It's not terribly dark. It's overcast, and there's rain, but it is daylight. It's about 9 a.m.
And I can go up first if you'd like. I'll lead.
Okay, so you're heading up the steps. They creak as you go up. You get to the top. You see the trapdoor at the top is open. You also notice a large blood stain that appears to have soaked through the floor off to one side.
I'm very cautious.
Do what?
I'm very cautious.
You could climb up and look because it's like a 6-foot climb, peek in. Room's a mess. Stuff has been scattered all around. There's a corpse on one side leaning against the wall. His shirt front is very bloody. He has an empty holster. Looks like he was a lieutenant. Second lieutenant is his insignia. No hat on his head, no helmet. And he has a nice hole right in the middle of his chest. It looks like a blade. He's very dead. That's where the blood all is. There is a door, and then all the windows. There's 4 open windows. You can also see some tables. There's a light bulb hanging down from the ceiling. It's not lit. Let's see if I'm missing anything. There appears to be some debris that appears to be electronics, which you would guess was a radio from the wires that are still connected.
Emphasis on was.
Yeah, it's smashed to pieces. I mean, literally someone has smashed the pieces that were smashed once they broke the radio. That's what you see, peeking in.
I guess I'll continue and clear the room.
Okay, you climb up, search the room. Caitlin, are you going to go on up in there? Okay. So you hear him thumping around up there, walking around, moving some stuff. There's there's a knocked over filing cabinet. There's paperwork all over the place. There's a little breeze, which is kind of moving stuff around. It's dry in here at least, so. But you don't find anything. There's no gun in his holster. And the scabbard for his sword is laying on the ground, like in front of him, almost ritualistically. But you don't see any sign of his sword.
So there's nothing else to be from, not much else to be found.
Unless you start looking through all the paperwork, and most of it looks like thorns and crap. You don't see anything that seems to be of any it stands out.
Hold on. When you report back, won't him having a sword imply that he's an officer?
Yes, the officers and the non-coms can carry swords. Your sergeant has a sword, and the officer carries a sword.
So you would probably know that, so you can include it in the report back.
That's what I did.
No time to sword. You're still waiting on the landing.
Oh, sorry.
We're going to jump to the spot hidden people. Did either of y'all make the spot hidden check? You're kind of looking around after you get out of the plane, and you notice it looks like there's a clipboard lying on the very end of the tarmac, face down.
Like near the plane or the
It's the other direction. It's down at this end.
Okay. I was about to be like, man, that's really good vision.
Yeah, it's not very far away. It's maybe 20 feet away. So you notice this. You want to do anything about it?
Well, first I'm going to finally unhold this.
Okay.
And I'm going
It's in
to
your
walk
hand.
over to the clipboard.
Okay. It's lying face down like somebody dropped it on the end of the tarmac.
Okay. I'm going to pick it up. And then I'm going to look around again. And then I'm going to walk back to where I was.
Okay. You walk back over to the side of the aircraft.
And now that I'm there, I'm going to look at this.
It is written in Japanese. Yeah, I'll do this like I did last time. Here's the actual Japanese, as best I could do. It's probably really awful and terrible and wrong. Here's your translation on the other side.
Oh, never mind.
That'd be like awesome.
The original scenario was for different.
Well, this is the 2 people who know the most Japanese.
That works. If you want to try to read in Japanese, you're probably going to find lots of errors. So, you find the clipboard and are reading it. Kit, you and your group have returned to the aircraft by this point.
Okay, I was going to fill him in.
Okay. He's apparently reading a clipboard that's wet, really wet on the back. He's partially sheltering the paper with his body from the rain. There's some blood on this paper.
I'm going to wait till he's done reading.
Okay.
And I'm going to...
Okay, so we'll jump to tower people again real quick. What are you doing?
I'm going to report back.
Okay. You're still waiting on the landing when he pops his head over and climbs down the ladder. And you say anything?
I tell her what I saw.
Okay. Did you hear what I said, Kate?
What I saw.
Sorry.
Dead officer.
Yeah.
Dead officer.
Janice. Yeah. Okay, and then they head back to the sergeant. Actually, everybody's by the plane right now.
Where's the listing for people named?
Oh, sorry, that
Sergeant Scott. Oh, wow. How did you get over there?
We were just writing down which group we were in.
Ah, okay.
So there would be no mess ups.
Good. I hope I got the
I need
numbers
to get to
right.
finish reading the briefing of why we're here.
Things kind of started happening, so
Yeah,
you'll get to it. You'll have downtime. You'll be like, time to take a break.
I know, I can read.
We have to go. We should leave now. We should leave now. Please, 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 please. Back to Japan. Any place in this horrible place. Any place. These terrible things. Terrible. He seems really shook up. Do you have fast talk or persuade or psychology? If you want to try to calm him down, it'll require one of those. He's just freaking out. He just wants to go. He's begging
have a
you.
little bit of percentage.
Okay, see if you can make the roll.
Okay.
You're not able to calm him down. He's wide-eyed and terrified of something. And he keeps looking back towards the jungle. He keeps looking all around.
I would like to bring him to the sergeant.
Okay, well, you're by the plane, and the sergeant's coming over, has just come over with the rest of the squad.
Now holding the clipboard.
Okay, so the sergeant's, you handed him off? Okay. So he's reading something on a clipboard. You notice that the sergeant must be bleeding or something, because you're seeing like drops of what look almost like blood coming off of where he's holding the clipboard from.
I'd like to investigate a little.
Okay. Sir, one of your men walked over to you and says this.
Sir, you're hit?
No, sergeant.
Oh. Sir,
Still, sir.
There's blood all over your hand, kid.
Wait.
Is there blood on the
There's blood on your hand too, actually, you realize all of a sudden.
Okay.
The entire back of the clipboard was apparently coated with blood. And it's just like, there's a lot of blood on the back of this clipboard.
I'll finish reading this later too. Gosh, I'm never going to finish anything. I'm never going to know what the heck is going on in
still
this
finish
game.
reading it, but you notice this, that there's blood all over the back of the clipboard.
From the clipboard.
I'm
It's hysterical. He keeps looking to the jungle.
gonna ask a couple of people to find
Oh, I
out
have
where
blood
he
on
found
my
this,
Okay.
and do a small circular search out, no more than like
It's in his hand.
40 feet around his
He's
head.
holding it.
Okay. Private Sayuki says, oh, he was over there, sir. Over there. He was over there.
I want them to search over there by where he found the clip.
Okay. You...
He gets to pick the group this time. I want to read.
Okay.
I'll send the NPCs. They're expensive.
Okay. Yeah, send the 3 NPCs.
Okay.
They're only going like 20 feet, so it's not like
You first. Hold
a
on,
mission.
check it. No, after what I read, it's.
They return after only a couple minutes, and they tell you, and everybody's standing around right now, is that there are they found more bullets, like there's a ripped up spot on the ground right over here, just south of the tarmac that looks like it was shot up with a large caliber gun. A lot of the dirt's just tore up right over there. But otherwise they didn't find anything. And unfortunately the brain has made everything into mud. And you can find nothing in the mud.
NPCs very rich. Has he been informed of the other lieutenant's death?